Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? We'll wait for a few more people to show. Hello, hello. To those of you who are just joining, welcome. Just taking a moment to clear some energy. Hi, Jason. How are you? Feel free to comment. Welcome to Worthy and Well Wednesdays. I'm your host, Joy Soul. Some of you may have heard my song, I'll Call My Power Back. And I'm grateful that it's resonated with so many of you. Just taking a moment to clear the space. How are you feeling, Jason? How are you guys feeling today? I know it's close to lunchtime, or what the world has, placed set aside as lunchtime. Just wanted you guys to come and take a few moments of soul nourishment as we nourish our bodies, before we nourish our bodies. Our spirit and our soul is as important to feed. Yes? You say you can't hear me? Hold on. Thank you for giving me that feedback because I did not know. Can you hear me now? My mic is on. Are you able to hear me now? Yep, everything is on. So just let me know if you're able to hear. I'm going to play some sound bowls until I get the feedback if you guys can hear me or not. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, let's do it without the mic. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay, okay. I was going to say, I'm glitching the matrix again. That was a little mic trouble earlier, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys could hear me, because if not, I was just going to take the mic out. I'm quite used to glitching electrical systems. But anywho, hello, hello. Hi, Brooklyn. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. It's very important that y'all hear me, yeah? I am Joy Soul. Welcome to Worthy and Well Wednesdays, where we take a moment around the time that has been set for us, right, to nourish our bodies. We take this moment to also nourish our souls and our spirits, because those are as important as our bodies, yes? So some of you may have heard my song, I'll Call My Power Back. I'm grateful for everyone that the song has resonated with, that you are, that third eye is strong today, that you are using it to help yourself along your healing journey. All of us are at a different place, different space, different timeline for our journey, but it's important to at least make the effort, right? We understand the law of giving and receiving. People call it karma, people call it reaping and sowing. It's reciprocity, yeah? So we want to make sure that we are receiving as much as we're giving out. giving out as much as we're receiving so that we never get stuck, right? Either one of those could be a bad thing. If you're giving out more or if you're receiving more, there is something that is blocking your flow. And so that is my moment, my intention here is to help you all take a moment for yourselves to allow your flow to be unblocked. It's not often something you have to do. You just have to get comfortable in your being. Does that make sense? So many times the healing journey feels like I always have to be. I got to get up and I got to do my journal and drink water and meditate and da 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 da. And it starts to turn into a checklist as opposed to an act of being. And so I know I've been needing that reminder lately. I heard from a little birdie, Spirit, that the collective needs that reminder as well, that we don't conceptualize or make it a commodity to do your healing work. Hey sis, thank you for being here. My sister's on, Mika. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that everything is flowing in the proper way. If you have a moment, whether you are at work, whether you're at your desk, hello, True Boss Ashe, whether you are at your desk, whether you are at home, wherever you are, just kind of take a moment and we're going to do some breath work, okay? I know that, again, this is Worthy and Well Wednesdays, and a lot of times we don't take a minute for ourselves. We are, okay, lunchtime, I got to eat, I got to get back to work. But your soul needs as much nourishment as often as your body does. And so that's what we're doing, Worthy and Well Wednesdays. This is essentially going to be the time of the week. I will be live every first and third Wednesday, but there will be also a new video dropped on the second and fourth. So every Wednesday, you'll be able to tune into my YouTube channel right here at Joy Soul Music and receive a moment for yourself to be able to feel worthy and well. We are already worthy and we are well. And so this is our moment to fill up our well, to pour into ourselves, to give to others that are watching because, little do you know it, all of us that are here right now, there's 9 of us. Come on, Ashe. I like synchronicity. It always works for me. We are all together in this moment. We're all sharing this moment together. And so our energy is also felt not just from me to you, but from you to each other, okay? So we're holding space for each other. We're holding space for ourselves. We're just pouring into our vessels. That's all it is. There's nothing super fancy about it. Some of y'all may not know I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with social media. Most people that are highly sensitive spiritually do, because it's a lot going on up in here, okay? But I do understand that this is also a vehicle for people to be able to receive positive energy as well as the other clutter that comes through. And so if I am to be a vessel in this lifetime in the way that Spirit would have me do, that I'm making a commitment to show up in the ways and the times that work for me. And so Worthy and Well Wednesdays will be where you can consistently connect with me. I will say that we are building our high vibes and soul healing community, myself and my partner, Evie. You will be getting a lot more information there. I've pulled back. I've 65,000 followers on TikTok, and I've pretty much pulled back from that, at least during this season. I post every so often, but it's not something that I'm pouring a lot of my energy and my space into. Right now, there's just certain places where I'm showing up, and YouTube is primarily going to be that place. God says go all the way back to the beginning. Before all this other stuff, there was YouTube, and the YouTube community has a different has a different it's a different energy. You know, you are here because you are trying to learn something to implement for yourself. You're trying to learn a new skill, figure out a new hairstyle, take a meditation, listen to some music. You know, there's a bunch of different things that you're doing here for YouTube that's a little bit more intentional than just the dopamine hits that happen over on TikTok, and sometimes Instagram and Facebook too, right? So I have to be protective of where my energy is, if I am going to consistently show up for those of you who have been wanting me to. And this is my commitment to do that. Okay, so we will be here for Worthy and Well Wednesdays. Like I said, I'll be live 2 days of the month, and then the other months you'll get like live premiere videos, and they could be guided meditations, they could be journal prompt sessions, they could be all kinds of things, right? And so, yeah, definitely. Hello, Supreme Day. How are you? Thank you, True Boss. Thank you, Brooklyn. Jason was here early. Thank you, Bougie. Hello. Welcome to Worthy and Well Wednesdays. Virtual world and real world difference. Absolutely. There's a lot happening in this virtual world. And so I also take the moments. I'm not just one of those people that's like, do this, and I am not taking my own advice. You know what I mean? I take moments of breaks from social media. I take moments to like throw my phone to the other side of the room and just not look at it for hours and sometimes days. You know, I have to take those moments of stillness. And so, you know, I figured I'd share some of those moments of stillness with the people who resonate with me. You know, when we started this relationship together, and when did the album drop? 2023. Wow. Um, you guys affectionately named yourself Joyagers, and I love that. I love that. I don't like calling people fans. I think that we are all amazing celebrities who show up big in our own right. But I do feel like Voyagers are people who are on their own voyage, on their own journey of healing, of enlightenment, and all those things. And they just so happen to resonate with Joy Soul. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I love you so much. I'm happy to catch you all as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with a little bit of sound. And just take this moment to breathe, okay? Whatever that looks like for you. I don't want this to be labor intensive. I'm not here to entertain you. I am here to help you facilitate a moment for yourself to connect with yourself, your higher self, your ancestors, spirit guides, and God. And so that's what this space is. That's why I'm very intentional about clearing the energy and setting the frequency, and putting the right things in place. And so as I start this sound, if you need to cry, journal, write, close your eyes, lay down, whatever works, okay? Do whatever you feel led to do. Bougie said, you have inspired me to get back into my affirmation poetry music. Please do. Please do. I'm so excited for you. And when you put it out there, even if you just record it on your cell phone and post it on your social media, please tag me. I'd love to hear it. Brooklyn says, will these sessions be also available for replay afterwards? So that's an interesting thought. I am in prayer about that, because as we said, we're building the high vibe soul healing community. These will definitely be available in that space. And it's just a private community. We have paid memberships. We also have free. Okay. And you can go to the links in my bio to go ahead and sign up. Because we're, you know, in YouTube and in the social media virtual space, we're starting here. But long term, these will be continued in the community, in a space that we own, that we, you know, facilitate the energy, and that if the app gets shut down today, we don't lose contact with all of y'all, right? That's that whole TikTok thing really helped me, reminded me that we've got to connect in another sacred space besides on this virtual world. Because if we only put all of our energy here, what happens when they take it away? You know what I mean? And that's not a space that I want to be at, where I cannot connect with my people, that I can't myself find. I am subscribed to other people's, private communities. I'm subscribed to Tony Jones's community, because there are moments and there are times where, you just yourself need to be poured into. You know what I mean? And in those spaces where we can facilitate it more, it becomes a safer and more sacred space. So, with all that said, this will be available this week for sure, and then I'll pray about it. If I change it, I will definitely communicate that. Okay, I don't want y'all to be like, she said. So it will definitely be here for a week, at least until next Wednesday. But I'm gonna pray about it a little bit more on how to navigate. We've got to do the duality between spirit and also, business out here in these streets. Okay. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. Yeah. Take a moment. Don't rush yourself back. Just allow yourself to stay in this space if you need to. If you need to ease your way back, do that. Take your time. You are not in a rush. There is no place more important than this moment right now. To just sit with yourself, to hold space for all of those that are on this broadcast, and just to allow ourselves to be worthy and well. You don't have to do anything to receive it. You don't have to be anybody else. Just sit here and accept that you are worthy and well. You are worthy. You are well. You are home. You are peaceful. Your mind is clear. Your heart is clear. You know exactly what you need to do. You know what you're doing. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. It is never guiding you wrong. But you cannot control it. You can't control how other people function or how they act or how they feel. You cannot control the outcomes of everything. But when you sit here in this sacred space with your higher self and you allow yourself to be worthy and well, you have everything that you need. There is no lack. There is only abundance. Take a deep breath in with me for 4 seconds. Hold and release. One more time. Deep breath in. Hold and release. I heard somebody. One more time. Okay. One more time. Inhale for me. Hold and release. How did that feel? Feel free to post your feedback, or if you experienced anything during that sound bath in the chat. I always love to hear how it's affecting, how it's impacting, how it's helping. So just let me know. I can't see y'all, though y'all can see me. So you gotta comment in the chat so I can hear what you're saying. I can hear some things, but post down below for me. Hi, HP Tarot. Love you back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, those of you who may have recently come in to the broadcast, welcome. You are experiencing Worthy and Well Wednesdays. I am your host, Joy Soul. Some of you have heard my song, I Call My Power Back. I am grateful. I am grateful that it has resonated with the collective in the way that it has. Bougie said, I needed this. Good, good. I'm happy. I'm happy that you got what you needed. That's more important than anything else, right? That you get what you needed. So, helps me deal with the toxicity here at work. Absolutely, Amari, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get in a space and get real focused and protected because, people be cutting up, honey. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. But I am grateful to have met some of your acquaintance today. As I said, you can tune in to my YouTube channel every Wednesday for Worthy and Well Wednesdays. I will be live on the first and the third Wednesday, and on the second and the fourth Wednesday, you will be having a new video dropped. And that could look like a guided meditation, it can look like a sound bath, it can look like a journal session, it can look like me and me letting y'all in on the conversation I'm having with myself. I think that all of those things are important. I think that sometimes people need to see other people heal out loud so that they know that however crooked their healing journey looks, that it is okay. It is not linear, y'all. There is nothing about it that is linear. So there may be some times where you have to go back over a lesson because you didn't quite learn that part. You know, there may be some times where you have to remember why you cut people off. Like there's things, you know, but this is going to be a sacred space for us to be able to share those moments in the high vibes. Yes, it's high vibration. In the high vibe soul healing group, we will be having group discussions. We're going to facilitate and put together some Zoom calls so that I can see y'all, so that we can talk to each other. We're going to be doing group journal sessions. A lot of times journaling, yes, is personal. I recommend you to do it all the time. I got up this morning and did my morning pages. But sometimes I think it helps to facilitate in a sacred space with the group, right? And kind of get some things out and maybe bounce some ideas off of other people. So we'll be doing that in the group. So you got to sign up, be a part of the membership. There is a free membership available. So make sure that you go to the link in my bio. It's the High Vibe and Soul Healing Community. When you click on it, it'll take you to a page and you'll have to set up a profile. You're not having to buy anything, okay? But it will have you set up a profile, include your email, contact number, all that good stuff so that we can get in contact with you, send you emails. You also will have access to, we're gonna start doing some shows. Yay. So the folks in the High Vibe Soul Healing Community will have first dibs to tickets, to products, to merch, you know, all those things as well. So there's a lot of perks, okay, of being a part of the community in that way. So definitely make sure that you click there. We're gonna get it up next week to where we can go live in that community. And we'll probably drop a video here on YouTube, right? But I'll be live in the community. So make sure that you tap in for that, sign up for the community. Thank you all so much for being here. JM, first time on your live. Love your music. Helps keep me aligned when I need it. So grateful for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Buja says, I have to meditate every day. I didn't get a chance to meditate this morning. I love this. I love connecting with like-minded people. I love that. See, you still got your moment. Erica said, hi, hello. Damn, my opinion said, hey, darlings, oh my God, address you. I adore you. Oh, thank you so much for that love. I'm sending it right back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes, so I'm going to finish doing some writing. I was hearing a lot of stuff while we were in meditation. But make sure that you guys are taking these moments for yourself, okay? Hopefully the affirmations that I shared with you will help you to be able to, you know, have a marvelous day and go about your day and kind of reset and reground yourself so that you can, you know, continue to be your wonderful selves, okay? I love you. So good to see y'all. Thank you. Thank you for holding space for me while I settled my conflict with social media because I really don't like this space. But I know that it's necessary for who I am and who I'm called to be. So I'm showing up with you in a way that works for me. And I appreciate you receiving that. Thank you so much. Let's see. I want to read y'all's messages before we hop off. Cherie, amazing energy. So looking forward to getting in on time next time. Absolutely. Damn, my opinion. Reason 701, I do. Brooklyn said, I love this. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Love you back. Mika says, thank you, sis. This is right on time. I love you too. Like so many of us don't like social media. I'm telling y'all, man, look, it's there's a lot of great things. And I cultivate my timeline in a way that I get up mostly great things. But you know, it's stuff. Anywho, I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings. Joy Soul Music.